Another gap down opening for Nifty. We have given close to 600 points in a matter of 3 days, but we have taken very interestingly support near the 22,125 mark today, which incidentally was the record high the index hit in January of 2024, and a zone where we spend a lot of time between that Jan to Feb in that Jan to Feb series. Is that a key support going forward from here on, sir, considering that we are seeing some bit of recovery even from those levels this morning?
Yeah, good morning, Suyash. So what we can observe at current scenario is that definitely there has been a correction. Profit booking was seen. We believe that 22,800 level can be seen on the higher side, and somewhere close to those points the market went, and then we saw the correction. The correction came in the form of the global news. So now 22,200, 22,300 was the expected downside range. And if you see the last one, when the index broke 50-day moving average and it's made a low of 21,700. So my sense from the technical point of view is, as long as that swing is not broken directionally, we would still be in an uptrend. So, largely why I'm bullish, because if we see the expiry rollover data and everything, everything was like quite strong. Bank Nifty gave a very strong breakout at 48,000 level, and now Bank Nifty is correcting back. Little bit, it has corrected more 500 points for the 4800 mark. But then I believe the FIs had exited their short positions in the market, and lately, because of last 2 days of corrections, likely the selling there has been selling pressure. But then I want to say that till the elections are not over, I don't think we see any major corrections. This fall has been mainly because of the event, the war thing which is going on. But then I don't think this is on the market has fallen on its own. So this levels of 22,100 on a maximum 22,000, I think we'll see some demand coming in, and that the previous month low of 21,700 will be protected is what I sense. And the quality stocks, which has given a very good breakout, IRCTC, Engineers India, the metal space, which has run a lot. I think all these sectors will remain a buying opportunity, and we should play the long trades in a stock specific trade. I am not saying that Nifty will make a new high. Nifty will be in a range, and this lower levels of 22,100, 22,000 will act as a support for the Nifty.
Good morning, Brijesh. Now, the follow-on public offer of Vodafone Idea is due in 2 days. They are raising 18,000 crore via equity, a part of the 45,000 crore they are raising via equity and debt. But looking at the stock, the last few days it has been choppy. It spiked on yesterday for some time, but right now today again it is down. What do you make of the Vodafone stock? It was 13 yesterday, around at 12.7 today. Do you think it is a time to get in, or is this stock basically going to see a lot of lows before it finally rises? Because their books, there are lots of debt that they still have to deal with, despite the 45,000 crores that they are raising.
I do understand this, but then somehow these levels of 12 and it's a beautiful level from the risk reward ratio also. I don't think it will be broken that easily. The stop loss, if somebody wants to take a fresh entry, the stop loss would be hardly 2 to 3 points from the current level. And the recent high, what we saw in Vodafone was somewhere to the 18 and a half. So there's obviously an opportunity over here. I think one should view this as a somebody who can take a technical call and follow the stop loss. Then I would 100% recommend that just take that the small risk, maybe not exactly 2-3 points, but then my understanding is that there is a very limited risk. So with that perspective, if somebody was to take that trade, I think it's Vodafone is at the entry level for what we should be viewing, checking on.
All right, and Brijesh, another stock in the news this morning is Jio Financial Services. JFS has announced its joint venture with investment giant BlackRock to float its wealth management and brokerage ventures. The partnership, however, is subject to regulatory and statutory approval. But Brijesh, coming to you, enough and more for investors to celebrate here. I mean, the stock this morning has rallied close to 4%. Year to date, it's up about 57-60% or so. I mean, are we heading towards that 400-450 levels on JFS soon, sir? What's your take?
I think yes, what you said is right. There is a high probability that we might see those level. This whatever the corrections, the recently 355 maximum 350, 355 is what it can see some downward correction just in case if there is some sell-off. So I would be buying the geo financials in part, maybe some at this level and another whenever it corrects by 20, 30 points from the lower side. And I do believe that 450 plus can be seen in the geo financials. So one should be taking a long trades.
Okay, long trades on Geo Financials. But Brijesh, what are your picks for our investors today?
Uh, Basically, yeah. So I think, as I said, my understanding for the market is whatever the stocks which were having a relatively strength should be viewed to go long. For example, yesterday in the entire market, the OMCs were the pack. Within that, ONGC was something which was holding up. The close for the ONGC were quite good. So I think one can go long in ONGC at current price with a stop loss of 268 for target of 295. One more stock which is picking up was the Anand Rathi. Most of the broking firms are again picking up strength. So I think Anand Rathi can be bought at current price. The stop loss would be rounding up to 4,000 mark for the target of 45.50. And second one is the CDS. Third one is the CDSL. It's a little bit of long-term call. The structure which I'm seeing is from the weekly point of view. So it will take a couple of weeks to see this move. So CDSL can be bought at current price with a stop loss of 1856 for the target of 23.50. This is nearly some 20% kind of a gain. A little bit longer time frame, I think this we can see those levels.